Anyway, you can never assume anything in chess. It's a game of concrete calculation. So we saw Grischuk rook e6, and he's decided to hang on to his pawn. So maybe Kramnik went into play something like f4 to bother the rook. But this, I don't know. This is pretty tough. Possibly even just rook here, and just a sample line. And black has got a lot of pawns. Not looking good for white. So who knows what Kramnik was thinking, but that's rook e6 move. Definitely effective for black. It's going to pick up a pawn, and pawns are worth a lot at this level. So bishop h6 now. And bishop h6, yeah, okay, makes sense. This bishop is putting a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, potentially, on white's position if things open up. So white tries to exchange this powerful piece, defender of black's king. Black just takes it. Grischuk he takes it off, and now we can see white's queen has had to leave the center. So that's going to help out black. Not sure if it was totally worth it here, but it's understandable why white would want to do that. So queen takes c6, and now black is up a full pawn. His king, his dark squares are a little weakened, but how is white going to get his pieces over towards the black king? So it's going to be pretty tough. So knight e2, threatening knight d4, yeah, a little regrouping there. Simple rook e5 is a pretty strong move. Just to mention, don't want to do anything silly and forget about your queen. So rook e5, yeah, I mean, these moves can be effective in blitz games. People do make mistakes. Knight d4, and now queen e8. And now we can stop and evaluate the position again and see that black has achieved nearly perfect coordination with his pieces. This knight is obviously exerting a great influence on the center, as well as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Almost every single one of black's pieces are playing on that pawn. Let's say he literally could regroup every single piece on that e4 pawn. And when people are able to achieve such coordination towards one goal, it's extremely difficult to defend against that. So after queen e8, white plays knight e3, and now rook e7. Rook takes d6, and white it's not that bad of a position, but it's tough to recommend what to do because you're down a pawn, so you want to avoid trading first off. This attack on the king side here is not looking very promising, and it just seems like it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for white to hold this position. Meanwhile, this rook is, perfectly ready to help these pawns just roll and create a pass pawn on the queen side. So, advantage to black. Maybe white can hold it. He also has his bishop here. It's not doing anything right now, but I don't know. It's going to be tough. So, rook e7, rook takes d6, and knight f takes e4. Reasonable enough. And after bishop takes e4, not the hasty knight takes followed by rook takes a6, and all of a sudden black is no longer up a pawn. It's going to be very tough to win. Slight advantage due to his coordination, but not too superior. And rook takes e4. Obviously the knight to g5 doesn't work in light of this check here. Sample variation. And a nice little regrouping by black. But still, you always want to look at those kind of intermediate moves. Not assuming that you just got to take it or move the rook. And so rook e1 makes sense. White has got some good coordination now with these this control of the D file here, but maybe some threats over here. But Grischuk is up a pawn, and when you're up material, you usually want to trade pieces, especially if your opponent's planning on attacking you. Now, Kramnik took here, I don't know, he might have been getting into time trouble here, because it certainly seemed, well, it's not seeming that good. It's actually very difficult to recommend a move here. But it seems like something like Queen D2 was better. He is down a pawn, and he wants to, this situation of Black's king is not perfect. Could be attackable in the future, and I think from a logical perspective, you want to keep the queens on the board, especially. But he took it. Maybe he saw a little something with this knight G5 move, but rook E2 by Grischuk. And this is probably going to fall, and there's going to be some pressure there. So a rook on the 7th rank is, traditionally very strong. And rook F6. Simple rook C7 defending. Very casual. And rook F3. And after king G7, we Kramnik with rook D5, trying to get some activity. Simple knight D3. This knight is an absolute monster. H4, and after H6, it looks like Kramnik lost on time. Or maybe he just resigned, trying to figure out how to get out of this, because this is going to be pretty simple for Black. Just push these pawns. This rook is going to defend a little bit and push the pawns as well, and it's not going to work out for White. So that was my coverage of one of the games of round 1 of Amber 2011 in the rapid side of the tournament. And I'm sure there'll be some more coverage of this to come. So this is Will Stewart from OnlineChessLessons.net, and thanks for listening.